Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good, guys. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well. Do you feel like you guys are underachieving right now, Jason?
Well, obviously, we didn't get the job done yesterday, and that's really what the focus needs to be right now. And that's what we'll be when our guys come in today. We'll clean up the game, and we'll get our eyes forward. And it's as simple as that. We didn't get the job done, and we have to get ready for that next challenge.
What are some of the reasons that you are seeing for the really slow starts you guys have been having?
Well, obviously, we didn't execute to the level that we needed to early on in the ball game. They got the ball first. We did a good job getting off on third down defensively. I think they had a 4-play drive, and then we didn't convert our third down, the slant and go route up the sideline to Amari. Then they had a 14-play drive, and they had the ball for nearly 8 minutes. At the outset of the ball game, and obviously they were able to punch that in, and at different times offensively coming back on our drives came down to not being able to convert, having to settle for a field goal, and we didn't throw and catch on one, and didn't convert this one for that reason or this one for that reason, and a big sequence in the game for us was when we weren't able to convert the fourth down close. And they came back and made the big 92-yard pass for the touchdown. So you have to respond to the situations the right way. We didn't do that at the outset of the game. I thought we did a much better job in the second half, but it wasn't good enough.
Coach, there's a video circulating of you offering a low five to the defense as they're coming off the field and nobody kind of responding to it and not reciprocating with a high five, if you will. Do you feel the players are still responding to your message?
Yeah, again, obviously we didn't play well enough in the first half, and I thought we did a better job in the second half. I thought they responded really well. We made stops on defense and we made plays on offense. It just wasn't enough. So we just have to dig back in as a team and keep fighting, keep battling, and get ready for this next challenge.
Do you think you have the right type of guys in there in terms of the enthusiasm, the passion? There's a lot of observations saying that, they appear lifeless on the sidelines. The beginning of these games, you're falling down big time. You have any questions about the way you're coming out mentality-wise and the passion of your locker room?
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing, and I've said it a few times, is just the execution part of it. We have to make the plays. We have to make the plays offensively. We have to make the stops on defense, and those things typically fit together. Our team is made up of really good guys, the right kind of guys who work hard, prepare the right way, and play the right way. And we just haven't played well enough at the outset of the ball game. And again, I think our team has responded well as the game has gone on, but it wasn't good enough.
So you did put it all on execution and not your message getting lost or them taking your instruction the way they have throughout your years coaching the team. The message, the mentality of your interaction with the guys. You're putting it on execution.
It's all of our responsibility. Every coach, every player, every staff member. It's a collective responsibility that we all have. Really each and every day to prepare the right way and go play the right way. And we all take responsibility for it, and we'll learn from it, and we'll move forward.
Jason Garrett joining us here on 105 through the Fan. A couple of situational questions. Down 12, you guys elect to kick a field goal to cut it to 9. That really doesn't – it still keeps it a 2-score game. Why go for the field goal there?
Remind me again what that situation was.
Believe, Coach, it was 4th and 9.
Down 12, yeah. Would have cut it to 9.
With the Maher miss.
Yeah, just it being 4th and 9, you just want to get points, and obviously those points were valuable towards the end of the ball game because they gave us a chance to tie it at the end if we convert the 2-point conversion.
All right, next one, the quote unquote pick play, Cedric Wilson. That was they called the pass interference that took the touchdown away. Did you have considerations of challenging that or not?
Yeah, obviously the OPI DPI thing has been a topic of conversation in the early part of the year, and statistics show that they're not overturning any of them. Conversations with the person who makes these decisions has indicated that the standard is going to be really high. That's been articulated to me and to everyone else around the league. So. You'd like to be able to get to a point where you could challenge those things and they could be overturned, but that's not how the rule is being implemented right now.
Yeah. What did you think of the call itself?
Yeah, guys, I don't want to get into the officiating. Unfortunately, that one didn't work out for us, and that play didn't go our way.
Coach, how much did the absence of Tyron and Leal and Amari change the offensive game plan and what you guys were able to do?
Yeah, obviously those guys are good players. They're starters and impactful players for a reason. But you have to put the next guy in, and you have to go function. And we didn't function well enough in the ball game yesterday.
Is there an injury or two that you're more concerned about than the others? You got secondary. Do you think Amari can return for the Eagles and the guys up front at the tackles?
We'll just have to wait and see. We'll get the reports this morning when the guys come in, and we'll take their situations day by day over the course of the week. Obviously, they'll do whatever they can to get themselves ready to play.
Jason Garrett joins us here on 105 through the Fan. What's been the biggest issue with the defense?
I think you have to just evaluate it very specifically. In the game yesterday, I don't think we did a good enough job consistently, affecting the quarterback, and they made some big plays in the passing game that kept their drives alive. Again, as the game wore on, I thought we did a much better job. They scored 3 points in the second half, so we made stops consistently well, but they made too many plays early on, throwing the football down the field. Obviously, the big 92-yarder was the biggest one.
Coach, how much did you weigh running and throwing down those two scores with the clock obviously an issue? It looked like you came out of halftime really establishing the run and went down the field. Did you decide to say, hey, we can't keep running here in the fourth quarter with the clock, or you were able to stick with what you guys wanted to do game plan-wise?
Yeah, we just needed to drive the football and go score points, and you want to do that the best you can. There was plenty of time in the game. You just needed to drive it, and we didn't want to get into a pass fest, at the outset just because we were down. Go drive the football, give yourself a chance to score some points, and keep going. There were plenty of drives in the game. We made stops on defense. I thought we drove the ball very well, offensively throughout the second half. We cashed in on most of the drives, and we gave ourselves a chance at the end of the ball game.
Will you consider taking back a little more offensive control if you guys continue to struggle in these first halves with your responsibilities divvied up with Kellen?
I think Kellen's done a really nice job so far. It's been a very collaborative effort on the offensive side of the ball right from the start, and there have been some good things through the first 6 games. There have been some things that we got to work on, and that's really every part of our team. So we'll learn from the experience yesterday, and we'll get ready for that next challenge this week against the Eagles.
Jason Garrett here on 105.3 The Fan. What's your evaluation of Tank Lawrence's play so far? We had seen some stats earlier in the year that he was being double-teamed a lot, but we're all wondering why we're not seeing Tank a little bit more. Is he the one freeing up Robert Quinn with Robert's great year?
Yeah, obviously, DeMarcus, just like all the other guys, has done some good things. He's shown up in the run game. He's shown up affecting the quarterback. He's certainly someone who gets a lot of attention, and obviously there's opportunity and room for him to improve, just like there is for everybody. So, he's working hard. He's going about it the right way. He's done some good things for us, and he'll keep trying to get better and better every week.
Jordan Lewis came up with a big play yesterday, and some fans have been asking, Coach, why doesn't Jordan get more playing time? How do you guys view his role?
Jordan's done a really nice job with the opportunities that he's gotten, and he's been in the mix in certain defensive packages, throughout the year. And when he gets chances, he typically does good things. So he's been in the competition with those other guys, Byron Jones and Cheeto and Anthony Brown, and there have been some opportunities for him. The thing you like about him, he takes advantage of them. So we'll see how the health of the secondary is as the week goes on, and I know he'll be ready to go if he gets an opportunity.
Coach, Brett Maher makes a 62-yarder, but then he comes back and he misses one that's much more of a, I don't want to call it a chip shot, but much shorter. Where's your confidence level in Maher right now?
Yeah, you said it. Obviously, he's made a lot of big kicks for us. He's missed a couple makeable kicks the last couple weeks, and we have a tremendous amount of confidence in him because he's done it. And he, like everybody else, we have to execute on a consistent basis and take advantage of those opportunities when we get them. So we believe in him. He's made kicks for us in the past. We believe he's going to make kicks for us again in the future.
Was it an angrier or more frustrated locker room for this game at halftime or afterwards?
Yeah, our guys were really focused on what we needed to do. Obviously, we didn't play well enough in the first half, and we just had to buckle down and get back to work. We needed to make stops on defense and go drive the ball on offense. And again, I think our guys responded well and gave us a great chance to win the ball game at the end.
Coach, you are the and always have been the definition of consistent in press conferences and all the interviews. Will you continue to be the same way here, or try to change something up personality-wise or interacting with the guys in order to try to get you out of this funk, or stay the same as you've been?
Yeah, I'm not going to change. I don't want our coaches and our players to change. I want us to be who we are, the best versions of ourselves. And, I think when you're in a leadership role, I think it's important to provide structure and leadership and guidance to the group that you're leading. And that's what I believe. That's what we try to instill in our coaches, which we try to instill in our players. And unfortunately, we haven't gotten it done here the last couple of weeks. But we're gonna dig back in, and we're gonna get to work today to try to clean up some of the stuff from the game yesterday, and get ready for this next challenge against Philadelphia.
How concerned are you about your job status?
I don't really think about that. I just want to make sure I do everything I can every day to do my job as well as I can do it.
Coach, thanks a lot for the time. Have a great Monday and a great week. We appreciate it.
Okay, guys, take care.